Okay, so this is Anthony Watson, no embargo.
Anthony, here we are again. Another huge game at the weekend, now coming unfortunately on the back of 2 losses. Just maybe start with the result in the camp to kind of stop this little mini bleed.
Sorry, could you say it again?
Just start with the result in the camp, maybe just tell us about how everyone's feeling after those losses and what you need to do.
Yeah, obviously we were disappointed. We were disappointed with the Scotland result, and we were disappointed, with the France result as well. But it's how you respond to those situations, and I think everyone's come together pretty well. Everyone's just got the same goal, which is to put out a good performance against Ireland this weekend and get the win. Our entire focus once we put the France game to bed was just to get better as a group and to show that on the weekend.
Quite a few changes to the England team, you obviously not included. How's that been in training this week, building up with a few alterations for the weekend?
I don't think it's changed much, to be honest with you. I mean, we train for all kinds of situations. There's all kinds of variations that go on in training throughout the week. So it doesn't change too much, to be honest with you.
You know George Ford extremely well through his club as well as country. George obviously disappointed to not start this one. How's his mindset? Yeah,
obviously as an international rugby player, you want to start every game you can, and George will be a little bit disappointed not to be starting, but ultimately, he's going to try and use it to his advantage and try and make him a better player. And as you said, knowing George well, I'm sure he'll do that.
And that role then for someone like George and Danny Care to come and finish a game again is still a very important role under Eddie Jones, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. You look at in games gone by when the likes of Danny Care's come on and come away with 2 try assists and scored one himself. It shows what those finishers can do, and George and Danny will definitely add impetus off the bench.
Jonathan Joseph, we talked about him briefly last week when he missed out on a place in the starting 15. This time he's in alongside Ben Teo. How exciting is that combination potentially? Yeah,
I think it's a great combination to have the option. Obviously we saw what Teo can do as a ball carrier last week. He made the gain line pretty much every time he carried, and then JJ, when he's got space and time, he's able to do things that very few other rugby players in the world are able to do. So I think combining those two will be a great option for us.
One area that isn't changed is the back 3. You started at full back for a second consecutive week. How did you find that shift internationally, having I know played it a lot at club level?
I didn't. It's part and parcel, I guess, of playing international rugby. As I said before, the 2 positions are very interchangeable, so it didn't feel like a huge, jump to me having played on the wing 2 weeks before that. It's just part and parcel, I guess. I'm massively excited to play there this week. I think Ireland pose a different threat for a back 3 than France did. So, we've done our reviews and stuff, so we'll be ready to go.
And Mike Brown continuing, as I understand, to work with you as the man now who's a finisher to help you be the best you can be at the weekend as well.
Yeah, Mike has helped me, definitely. He's helped me from day one that I got into England camp, and he's still doing that today, so fair play to him. We spend a lot of time doing extras together and, picking each other's brains, so, he's continued to help me, which is testament to the character he is.
You mentioned Ireland as the team obviously coming to Twickenham this weekend. Just explain a little bit about them and how they obviously are almost now the new form team some would perceive of Northern Hemisphere rugby, which was you guys not long ago, and hopefully you're fighting to reclaim that crown, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess so. Look, as I said, we're just looking to get better as a group and show that on the weekend against Ireland. We know it's going to be a tough battle, but we're back at Twickenham in front of 80,000 fans who will be supporting us. So it's a huge opportunity for us to just show what we can do.
Just finally, got to mention it, obviously Eddie Jones has been in the headlines this morning for a video recorded the best part of 18 months ago. He's apologised. Has it been addressed, discussed with Eddie in the squad at all?
No, it hasn't. I haven't seen the video myself, and it's not something I'm going to divulge into. I know Eddie is a bloke, and he's a great coach and a great man. So that's all I've got to say on that, really.
And just motivationally for Ireland, is there a fear if they needed it, but it's another thing to archetypally kind of pin up on the dressing room wall, if you know what I mean?
I don't know. That's up to them, really, isn't it?
How much does home advantage affect a player?
For me personally, I think playing at home is obviously definitely an advantage, but I think gone are the days where you can look at away games and think that it's acceptable to go and lose away. I personally enjoy playing away as well, but Twickenham is it's a very, very special place to play. So it's a bit of both, really. There is obviously an advantage to playing at home, but I think especially with the group we've got here, we thrive on going to environments that might be perceived as hostile places to play and try and perform there. So I think that's just part of where the group's going, really.
And so in terms of playing in a team with George Ford at 10 and Owen Farrell at 10, what are the differences between working with those two guys?
Very similar, to be honest with you. They're both very vocal characters. You know, both have got unbelievable passing and kicking skills. So, you know, it doesn't change too much for us in terms of, you know, the guys outside it. We've just got to keep providing those guys with information to make the best decisions that they can.
And then he's been talking a lot this week about front football. Is that something you've been working on throughout these past 3 or 4 days?
Yeah, we've worked on a lot of stuff, you know, across the board really. We know our performance in Paris wasn't good enough, so we've just tried to show up in a few areas that I won't go too far into, but you know, there's a fair few areas that we're looking to get better in, improve that on Saturday.
Anthony, in terms of Eddie's comments, I mean, you've probably heard him say a lot worse to you guys in the dressing room. Do you think this has all been a tad overblown?
Look, I've said what I need to say about that matter. I'm not going to go further into it, to be honest with you. Sorry, mate.
Okay.
Good. Cheers, mate.
Thank you very much.